All right. So this series is going to be all about JavaScript, and we'll be understanding everything in JavaScript that we need to know to build better Lightning Web Components and Aura components. But there are few concepts in JavaScript which we'll not be using in building Lightning Web Components and Aura components. We'll be ignoring those concepts. Having said that, once the series is published, towards the end of the series, I'll be adding the additional episodes also. And that is absolutely fine if you ignore them. I promise you'll not be missing anything when you ignore those episodes. But if you need that kind of satisfaction that you know everything about JavaScript, then I would request you to check them out. As mentioned, if you ignore them, you'll not be missing anything in terms of building better Lightning Web Components and Aura components. And in terms of setup that I'll be making use of a Visualforce page within which I'll be putting all the JavaScript code, and I'll be previewing this Visualforce page to see the output. And also I'll be making use of this console panel here. This console panel gives us a JavaScript playground kind of an interface wherein we can try to write some JavaScript code here, and that code that we write here gets executed and it is going to show us the output in the same panel. Just to make sure that you get a basic hang of it, let me try to define a variable here. Let us say var I is equals to Teja, and when I try to get the value of I, it gives us the value which is stored in I, which is Teja in this case. And if I want to add some extra static text to this variable I, and if I do it this way, which is I plus space of Krishna, it is going to give us Teja space Krishna. So this is what I mean when I say that we get a JavaScript playground here that we can make use of in terms of putting some JavaScript code, executing it, and seeing the output right in this console panel. Also, it is not a mandate that you have to put your JavaScript code within this Visualforce page and see the output in the preview page. You might as well create a normal HTML page, put it on your desktop, and in that HTML page, you can try to put basic head and body tags, and within the head tags, you can put script tags, and you can put all the code that we'll be putting within the script tags in that HTML page, and you can preview the HTML page in your browser. Even that is going to work absolutely fine. Let me quickly show you what I mean by that. Let me open up any one editor, and I'll try to have a HTML tag here. You can have some body tags, and then we can also have some head tags within which we'll be housing the JavaScript code. Within head tags, we can have script tags, something like this. You can give it a save, and you can save this as index.html. You can put it on your desktop, and you can just open this file to see the output of the code that we put within the script tags. You can do it either ways. Take your pick here. So this is what it is in terms of setup, and we'll resume back in the next session. Stay tuned.